Guru. I wanted to interpret Mario.
Competition has been pretty thick at certain positions throughout camp. And on Friday, the defense jumped all over the offense early. And then the second half of practice, I mean, the offense really turned it on them and made some explosive plays. Both of them did fairly well versus each other and probably split the downs on short yardage and goal line. In the red zone, it also was a back and forth. 2 minute, the offense did win, mixed downs, and early on the defense was just very aggressive. Coaches, they called an aggressive game plan, try to find out who can make plays, who can execute at a high level, communicate, and we were pleased with progress there. So today is.
Hold on. So you're saying you're pleased with progress? See that word progress seems like an addendum, because, and then I wonder if he's trying to temper it a little, the word pleased, because he don't want to sound like he's pleased with the team. We about to run through stuff. You don't want to sound like that. So I think he realized he used the word please, and then he wanted to add on with that progress, saying, okay, we're pleased we gained some ground. We're not ready yet, though. But he ain't say that. Usually, we got a long way to go. We're not there yet. You'll hear that term. We didn't hear that term because he is pleased. They are pleased with what we have now compared to last year.
It's as if it's camp. I know school has started. I know we're 2 weeks out, but we still use today and tomorrow to go University of Miami against University of Miami. Special teams-wise, we do incorporate some opponent stuff already. We have all summer due to the nature of those schematic issues that are presented. They're a little bit more, I would say, just a little more different than what you see on offense and defense. So by Wednesday, we'll have a pretty good idea of the 2/3 deep, for us going into game one. But until then, it's all focused on the Miami Hurricanes. Questions, please.
This dolphin can see in 2 directions at once, but this dolphin can see in 4. Because with NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube, he can watch up to 4 live games at once with Multiview. Nature is.
We playing Miami of Ohio. So why are we focusing on that game plan?
Say that the general health is coming out of camp.
I would say camp banged up. There's nothing, last year we had some devastating ones early. We haven't had that, knock on wood, and may that not happen.
Knock on wood. That's an old school saying. Mario old school, bro.
But we have had a physical camp. It's structured that way. It's that plan, that blueprint has stood the test of time for a long, long time, and we use it and we stick to it. We modify when we have to, when there are some issues, but the issues that we have are more just the rigors that come with camp. So overall, feel like we're in a decent spot.
Last season, everyone was saying when you came back, you was back, and you were specific on being like, no, we're rebuilding. Now in year 2, what do you think are some of the changes that you've seen throughout this fall camp, besides your roster and your coaches, that is going to be able to be implemented for this season?
Well, I think every year, you always hit the restart button, for us, and coming back, and the whole, I guess, to the what back question is, we're just building. We're always building. Whether we have a seasoned team or whether we have a new team, we're just focused on getting better. By that I mean in everything we do. Today we have class. We just had our highest GPA that we've had in football program history. We got to do better there. Our practices, our tempo is much higher. Our ability to sustain longer drives, extended play drives has improved. Now we want to execute better. We want to play winning football. To play winning football, you've got to practice winning football. So the level of competition has been pushed. It has been recruited. It has been organized in a manner where we're going to get the best out of people, or, people are going to show exactly where they stand. And whether we could count on them or not.
People going to show. I want to fill in the blank for that. It's like he was going to say, show them the door. But he said, show them where they stand. I thought he was going to say, we can show them the door. The portal is wide open for you, sir. they've already been players that shown that they were shown the door, or they showed where they stood, and they got the hell on. They went to SMU, they went to Louisville, they went to a bunch of other schools you can name.
Where they can earn the trust of their teammates and their coaches. So the best way I could define it is there's been a lot of progress in camp, and it's got to transfer over to game day. And our job between now and then is to make sure we get them to the best point physically and mentally to make that transition, that transfer a reality.
On offense, how's Jalen Rivers done in the left tackle role? It's not a position he's played much at the college level. He's
really good. You know, and he's really excelled at all 5 positions, which is rare, right? If you get one of those guys every 5 years, you feel really blessed. He's exactly what you want, and we feel like we've practiced ourselves into having 4 to 5 guys that we feel we could play winning football with at that position, but that can also slide inside and give us some help there as well. So his versatility, his approach to the game, his durability, you know, was something that last year hurt us when he wasn't around. He's been extremely he's exactly what you want.
I did a video earlier when Mirrorball, the Mirrorball says, we got a left tackle, his name is Jalen Rivers, and he got to be moved. Somebody got to move him. And I don't think nobody moving that 6'6", 320-pound dude, man. It's going to be hard to move him. And you heard it from Mario. He can move anywhere on that line. He could play center. Oh, God, Lord, hope we don't have to put him at center. But if he can move the guard, right tackle, left, we good.
Seems like Damari Brown's getting big opportunities.
He is.
What's he shown with those opportunities?
Yeah, you're going to get Big Brother mad now. You're not talking about the older brother. Damari, you saw the way we just ended. Oh, you didn't see
I mean, that's been the thing. Little brother doing this big bro. Little bro is doing his big bro. Doing them. The Brown brothers, they might start, man. They might start.
See, you guys were outside. Good. Glad you didn't see it.
Go ahead.
He's just a physical guy. Physical, fast, knows how to play football, understands the game. And where he played high school ball, that is high level training, right? I mean, they prepare those guys, and the hit rate there at Heritage is a very high hit rate, as well as all the other guys, you know, from all the other schools that we recruit here locally. But he came in with a really strong knowledge of what we do in the secondary, and he doesn't flinch, you know. And this freshman class has, you know, over a dozen guys that don't flinch. Like, they're eager for the moment. They're not sitting back and waiting to inherit a job. They want to go win one, and the right way, not in
they're going to win a job. They're going to win a job.
Anything but a hard work kind of way. So it's been really fun to watch him develop, and he's going to play a tremendous role this year. He's fighting for a starting spot.
Mario, Akeem Mesidor, we haven't seen him lately when we've been here as much. I don't know if he played in the scrimmage, but how is he doing? How's his health?
He's doing good. You know, he got nicked up in a camp kind of way, not in anything serious. He's practiced early and practiced extremely well. We held him out for about 4 or 5 days because that's what the doctor felt was best. It was a rest thing as opposed to a structural thing. And today he practiced full and seems he's back to form. So we don't foresee any issues with Akeem.
And as far as the defensive line goes, Ruben Bain, I mean, we hear about him all the time.
Yeah.
Do you foresee, I know he's been playing some first team, do you foresee him starting, or any other freshmen, do they have a good chance of starting? I mean, you kind of know by now.
Well, I mean, you've watched him play for a long time in high school. You guys have watched. That guy is, he's different, you know, and he and other guys, you know, playing time around here is earned. He has earned playing time, and yes, he is fighting to be the prominent guy, as well as all the other guys that we have mentioned in previous press conferences, and that's something that doesn't end. You know, I guess for us is more than establishing, hey, year 1, year 2, year 3, We'd rather establish you can play championship football, you can play winning football for the University of Miami, and play and rotate those guys. Where he falls in right now, I don't want to say that right now, but I know this. Ruben Bain's going to play a tremendous factor for us this year. That guy he's as good as any freshman I've been around, anyone.
Coach. I like that question, Susan. You finally nailed him. He had to backpedal and weasel his way out of it. And then you capped the question off at the end like you already know that by now. So don't give us no bull. I love it, Susan. You finally got you a banger. You be missing sometimes, but you got your banger. And he couldn't. He had to say no to your question. He basically said, "I can't answer your question right now. I don't want to answer your question right now." But you forced me into a weevil, or slither out of it, kind of way. You heard how he tried to respond, but if you read the pudding, look at his lips right now. You can just look at his lips right now. He got his lips tucked there. He like, ugh, she tried to get me. I can't say the starter now. That might disappoint a few folks mentally, or it might make him uh lay off a little bit. You feel me? So Mario did what he's supposed to do. I'm not saying he was supposed to answer that question. He answered it good. He answered it good because he gave us some good info, but he told you I can't name that right now. But he will play. You're gonna see him play. We know he's gonna be part of the rotation. Will he be the first one out there on the field? Probably not. He probably not. But he gonna be the first one to spell someone who's tired. Remember, he can inside outside him, so he's probably gonna be second or third person go in on that line. I just think it's gonna be someone else subs one of the ends like and a linebacker or let's see. I don't know. It's hard to say right now. I think that's part of the reason why Mario like boy he got them lips tucked and he couldn't answer it because he was like man either one can start right now and I want that edge to still be on them. I agree with that.
What are you seeing in the running game so far, especially from guys like A.J. Allen and Mark Fletcher who weren't here last year?
Well, I think you see two guys that are physical. They get downhill. They have good eyes. They understand front structures. They understand systematically. There's a lot of carryover to what they did in high school and both in college for AJ coming from Nebraska. They're really smart. Okay, they're willing blockers, which they have to be right in this offense. They're very unselfish. They're excellent with ball security. They get downhill in a hurry, but they also could, put a foot in the ground and get outside and run by you. I mean, they're complete backs, and I think that added competition, and Chris was banged up for a couple practices. Chris came out today. Chris Johnson did a nice job. But I want to emphasize how much improvement we've seen both in Henry Parrish and in Don Chaney. Don Chaney's had an excellent camp, so we feel that position has gotten stronger through competition. Competition brought the best out of that camp. We felt going into camp, maybe, I wouldn't call it relaxed, but it needed something to generate some, okay, let's get this group on edge. And I think those new bodies have made that a reality.
A.J. Allen busting up the middle everybody looking like, man, what does Nebraska do? Nebraska doing ain't gonna come take our spot.
And felt that we did what we had to do. The stuff that we do pregame, we'll do it right here. We'll do it right here. I think that, even though there's a lot of new bodies on the team, the stuff that we have to go through, I mean, we're okay here.
Did Chris Johnson, just to clarify.
One more time.
You said Chris was back today. Was he back?
Chris Johnson.
Yeah, Chris. Was he back fully or just?
Fully. He was banged up for a few days. Okay. A week, maybe a little bit less. But he was good to go today.
Can I ask you about run defense? Just are you comfortable with what you've seen so far?
I am because
I am. Did you see that response? I am. Did you see his face? Man, you can listen, man. You can read a person's true, what they call it, authenticism, or it's another word I was looking for. You can see if a person's authentic. You can see a person's true intentions with their facial expressions, body language, movement. And did you see? I'm gonna rewind that, man. Did you see how they look?
What you've seen so far?
I am because the nature of technically, I think we're better up front with what we're doing and how we're doing it. I also think schematically it lends to really, it fits what we are. It fits our personnel. You know, the guys that we have, they're powerful, but they're fast.
Okay, see, that's what we've been needing to get back to scheme. We've been getting out schemed for years. You can't tell me all these players go to the NFL and ball out. Look at DJ Ivan Tyree. They're having great camps. That's NFL. If they could have played at that level, we'd had a lockdown defense. But maybe we weren't schematically playing that the way that they wanted to play. And it made them second guessy, half speedy, just not that go and hit, destroy. So now you heard Gidry say, we're going to let these boys play what they like to play. We want to be disruptive. We want to send pressure. And we want to play aggressive. And he likes, he is. He is. You heard him say, are you said it? I am. Because schematically, we getting back to what we are. Fast and aggressive.
They're quick, real quick. They got good
Real
foot and body quickness. We've gotten bigger up front. You know, now we got a couple guys that are 310, 315, 320. That helps. We've increased our length. And then we've got some experienced guys that have come over from other conferences that have played a lot of football. So the combination of that and our linebacking core has gotten bigger and stronger. I think the combination of Coach Gidry, Coach Taylor, Coach Salavea, Coach D. Nick, that front seven has really taken shape really nicely. And when we practice thud now, you see the level, the standard for thudding up increasing and getting better all the time to become better tacklers, right? So we're pleased with the progress, but we're not where we need to be yet.
Are you missing out on earning statement credits or extra rewards from
They,
your American
cut
Express
that one
card
off.
membership?
You know, like, yeah, right. You know, I want to, yeah, right.